What's going on, guys? So today I'm just going to be cleaning a bunch of enclosures and figure I would get some videos from it, showing off some of the guards, just cleaning some stuff and maybe throwing in a couple tips, tricks, stuff like that on the way. So thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate the support and I'll get right into it. By the way, guys, this box right here is from Pangea. This is how I order my cork bark. I suggest if you guys have a few enclosures that you need to set up, just go to the Pangea website and you can order 5 pounds. I think it's about 50 bucks, 40 bucks, plus shipping, which is only like $8. And I find that's probably the best value. There was even usually I get the rounds because I can just break them up. And there was another huge piece. This is just like a small little piece of it. So this is definitely saving me money versus going to like a pet store or purchasing pieces individually at like an expo or something like that. So that's a little tip. Going to Pangea website, you can get flats, rounds, a bunch of bits, pieces. I find that's probably the best way to spend my money right there. Here's a little baby that I'm growing out from one of my pairs from this year. This one is a female. This is probably one that I will be selling as well. So well, that lighting is pretty bad. Stay in touch, because she does have a nice, trying to get the focus. She does have a nice back that is filling in as well. Not much color on the sides, but her back is a mix between the reds and the oranges. And as you guys can see there, if you offer cork rounds or something as a tube that they can get in and feel secure, they really like that. So anytime they do end up, this time with the Pangea shipment, they obviously sent me like a whole tree trunk. So it's not really ideal for a gargoyle gecko to put in their enclosure for them to hide in. But if they ever do get some smaller diameter cork rounds or cork tubes, or you can pick them up somewhere, your geckos will really appreciate it by putting one of them in there. Now this right here, because I am using not paper towels, I'm using this, I think it's just some type of cypress bark or something like that. I will do a review on some substrates and what I think works the best. But anytime I'm cleaning these, they do have some dwarf white isopods and springtails in there, which help clean up some of the poop. However, it's still good when you're using actual substrate, and even though it might be even though you might have a whole ecosystem going on in there, it's still good to make sure that you spot clean and just take out any poop that is left in there, because not all of it will get eaten, and sometimes it can grow mold and stuff. So it's always good just to spot clean these and just take out any bad pieces of substrate and then just throw it away, and if you need to, you can always replace it. And guys, not all of the gargs are on paper towels, and not all of them are on actual substrate as well. However, if I do have them on some type of bark or something like that, it will be a larger animal, just because I don't trust the babies from, you know, if they see especially like a isopod or something that's in there, I don't trust them going for that, and you know, at the same time eating some substrate as well. So just to play safe, I keep the babies and any smaller geckos always on paper towels, and if I do want to put some actual substrate in them, then I will put that in with a larger adult gargoyle as well. But this adult right here, it has paper towels, so it really just depends. I know my setups are kind of all over the place, just because this has been, you know, a combination of years worth of acquiring them and years worth of over time developing, you know, neater setups, especially like when you're looking at it from the outside. But ideally, in my opinion, my favorites would be the PVC enclosures that you can buy that can come with multiple enclosures in, you know, one unit, and that is eventually the goal. However, right now, since I do live in an apartment, I'm kind of holding off on that, just because I know at the end of my lease, you know, I'm gonna have to move all of these anyways, and I just feel like for right now it's easier to just do it in these bins. And hopefully by the end of my lease is when I can, you know, obviously everything with real estate is crazy right now, but hopefully by the end of the lease is when I can purchase a house. And if I do purchase a house, then you guys, I'm definitely going to be recording some pretty cool videos, because I kind of have a whole vision set up for, you know, what I want my animals to grow into and the setups that I want to have them in. And just being able to share, you know, the passion with other people. So hopefully by my lease is up in May, so hopefully sometime next year I'll be moving in a house, and you guys will see really cool projects of building out whole rooms, and I have a real big vision for these as well, and it's going to be pretty cool. So stay tuned for this. But I just want to throw that in there. Beginning of my rant was just, I don't keep all of them on paper towels either. It just depends. Guys, and one other thing, I know I'm just cutting over it, make sure to wash your hands between cleaning the enclosures, because you are around, you know, their poop and that type of stuff. So you just want to obviously, like, you know, keep clean for yourself, but also for the other animals that you're going to be handling. Especially, it's going to be different species, and especially if you have new, you know, you've had some that you've had for years, and you have new ones at your house too that you've only had for a few weeks. You don't know what type of things that they could be carrying. So it's always important, especially when cleaning, is to make sure you wash your hands or use sanitizer or something in between each enclosures. or you can wear gloves as well, but I don't have any, so I just choose to wash my hands. Alright guys, I think you get the point there, because you just basically multiply that by about 40 and all different sizes and different substrates and different species and everything, 40 or 50. Yeah, it's just part of the work and the requirement that it takes when you're caring for any type of animal, really, dog, cat, reptile, it doesn't matter. You just make sure you put in the work, make sure you take care of them, make sure you keep them clean. They're relying on you, to make sure everything goes well. So just keep that in mind. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone, dropping the comments, and especially if you're making any video suggestions, that helps me, because sometimes it's hard for me to figure out what I want to do in these videos. So next time I have something planned, and obviously if I ever get any new species, I update on there. But if you ever have any questions or want to see anything specific, just make sure to reach out to me. As always, give me a follow on Instagram at RedRack. That's where you can find and connect with me the most and see my whole collection. Thanks again.